If you're in North Carolina zone 8A, you know it's starting to get cold, so I'm going to do a quick garden update. I've been letting the garden do its thing, so let's get into it. This fall gold raspberry should have been up potted a long time ago, but I ended up buying two 30-gallon grow bags from Amazon for $12.99, and it had reusable plant labels. I feel like these peppers are under stress with these temperature changes. It's starting to get down into the 50s at night, and I did not expect for it to get this cold this soon, but that's North Carolina for you. I didn't cook these eggplants enough to make space in my garden to grow this again, so I will be giving some eggplant seeds away. This is a volunteer tomato plant from some compost I made at the beginning of the year. You guys, the herb garden is doing somewhat okay. The second and third row ended up getting chewed out by something. I just really don't know. I planted some cilantro that already came up on the second row. The third tier was doing the best, but something came and demolished the peas, the whole side of this row, and I'm going to end up having to start over. I'm excited about my A-frame cucumber trellis. I have like 6 cucumbers growing on here, so I'm able to can in a little while, so I'm excited about that. I have a red chili pepper behind here, and it's doing its thing. It's starting to turn really slow, but I'll keep it for as long as I can. I have another pepper behind here. I'm not sure what it is. It was good in these tacos I fixed, and I'm definitely saving the seeds from this one. You guys, I try to start a second round of stuff once I move, and I think it's just too late into the season for these watermelons to grow. They are trying to, but it's getting cold, so it's a dud for these. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The ground cherry needs to be planted on its own. It takes up entirely too much space, and once it gets established, it's going to take off. I chopped up all my wormwood. I threw a potato in here to see how it would do. It took off, and my last standing okra plant is still producing, so I'm going to let that do its thing. Full transparency, y'all, I diluted some Dawn dish soap, and I did not dilute it enough, and I almost burned up my plants, y'all, so please follow instructions unlike me. But the pumpkin patch is still alive. I have 3 plants on this one plant, and I have a second plant that has 1 pumpkin on there, so we'll see if we are going to be ready for the fall. This bed right here is just growing wild. This pepper plant was the one that was in terrible shape, and it just started to flower, so I'm just gonna see what it is. Like I said, this bed is crazy. I have a pole bean right here, which I'm not sure how it got in here. I have a cauliflower, a ginger plant that just started to sprout. I mean, borage in here. There was some volunteer plants, Lola Rosa, and I have a golden egg squash. It's getting cold, so it's starting to grow, but then it's growing so slow. And this cabbage is just really starting to get attacked. It was a lot of caterpillars in here. It's just crazy how much stuff is in here. I also started some seeds, a lot of beets, snowball cauliflower, golden beets,